please hit that subscribe button. Hey everybody, better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Locked on and he scored! And we're live. Hey everybody, so it's time for another episode of NHL Remember Him, and today we're going to be looking back on the career of left wing Jason Chimera. Before we start, I do just ask that you please hit that subscribe button if you aren't subbed yet, and to give this video a thumbs up, as those likes really help out the channel and video a lot and are greatly appreciated. So let's get into it here. Jason Chimera, a guy I certainly remember growing up watching through his entire career pretty much. I'm sure most of you remember him as well. A very good depth third line type player for a long time in the NHL. Jason Chimera played 1,107 career games, scoring 186 goals, 229 assists for 415 career points, a -31 rating. In 71 playoff games, on top of that, he had 12 goals, 17 assists, 29 points, and a +8 rating in the postseason. Chimera, drafted in 1997 by the Edmonton Oilers in the 5th round, 121st overall. Made his NHL debut with the Edmonton Oilers, the team that drafted him in 2000. Played with Edmonton through 2004. And then we had the NHL lockout in 04-05. He came out of the lockout with the Columbus Blue Jackets. He played there from 2005 until 2010. Then during the 2009-2010 season, he was traded to the Washington Capitals, where he had his best years of his NHL career. He was a member of the Capitals from 2010 through 2016, a part of some great teams, a very impactful third-line secondary scorer for them, could kill penalties, really solid depth player all the way around, a guy that a lot of teams wished that they had on their team, and these teams were lucky enough to have him. After Washington, in 2016, he went to the New York Islanders, played a couple years with New York, from 2016 to 2018, and then in his final NHL season in 2017-18, he finished up with the Anaheim Ducks as a depth player for them. But a very long and successful career for Jason Chimera in the NHL. Obviously drafted in 1997, played all the way through 2018, so a very long career. Really good third-line guy. He had two 40-point seasons in his NHL career. Both of those came in the 2010s with the Washington Capitals. And he had 8 30-point seasons throughout his career. So obviously very good number of consistent, great third-line type seasons there with 8 30-point seasons throughout his career. His best overall season came in 2013-14 with the Washington Capitals. He had 42 points that year. That was a career high. And again, his best years and most notable years were probably when he was in Washington. He was a huge impact player for them in a depth role, and played on some really good teams with the Capitals during that stretch. So Jason Chimera, obviously a guy that I'm sure most of you remember because he played for so long. A guy that I certainly remember, watched pretty much his entire career through the 2000s and through the 2010s. Just such an effective third line, fourth line type guy who could kill penalties, who could chip in offensively, who could play physically if you need him to. I mean, there's a reason he played over 1,100 games in the NHL and over 70 playoff games on top of that. The teams wanted Jason Chimera in their lineup in their bottom six, and he just had a really good and successful career. Not too bad at all for a 5th round pick who was drafted 121st overall. He went on to have a spectacular career as a depth guy. So there you guys have it. Jason Chimera, NHL Remember Him. I'm sure most of you do remember him. I know I certainly do. Very good player in his particular role for a long time in the NHL. Drafted in 97, debuted in 2000, and played all the way through the 2017-18 season. Spectacular career for Jason Chimera. So with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.